Welcome everyone, Adam the Woo here. Man, I am tired, did not get a lot of sleep last night. In fact, I just basically rolled out of bed, took a quick shower, meeting up with a friend. This is my last day here in town, and I hopefully, maybe, possibly have made Chattanooga weird. Someone gave me this sticker. Pretty cool though, right? It's my second channel, daily vlog channel. It's the Daily Woo. First things first, I need coffee. Success, and this coffee, according to the sticker, is delicious. Heading up into a place called Raccoon Mountain. I don't know if we're gonna find any raccoons, but we will find something awesome. Andy assures me of that, right?
Definitely.
Can't get over this fog above the trees. It's just like, creates a cool ambiance. Look at this big hunk of machinery right here. What is this again, Andy?
Ball valve. It would control water from the lake to the generator room.
Pretty incredible looking. Massive. What you're looking at now is the Tennessee River, coated with a fine mist of fog. Looking rather spectacular. You can hear a faint rumbling, almost like a freight train, and that is the water projectiling through the mountain itself. And it looks like someone has changed a diaper down here leading down to the waterways. Oh, look at that. There's a bubbling fountain over there. The Loch Ness Monster? There's a dead fish right there floating in the water. You were also saying if an alarm goes off, we need to run for our lives because this water will elevate and will end up going over the mesh. So you have to basically just run as quick as you can. I don't know if you would drown, but you'd definitely be in pretty deep, because all of this would be completely covered in water up the side of the wall. I'm being attacked by ants. There's ants all over my feet. I think they're red ants too. I should probably get those off my foot. It's hard to translate the feeling you get standing here, but there's a very low frequency roar, and the earth is just rumbling just a little bit. Going up. Look at that light beaming through the trees. The Ark of the Covenant? There is a lake at the top of the mountain. In fact, the water down below is being pumped up here. Look at that. How often do you see a huge precipice like this at the top of a mountain? Did I use that word correctly? Precipice? Making our way now to the visitor center. We might be the only ones here. These almost look like two eyes watching us. Andy and I are now standing inside the eyes. Basically, you could say we're pupils. That is the intake structure, and there is a sign here showing the height of it below the water that you can't see is taller than the Statue of Liberty. That's how deep that is. We're about to drive over the lake. Huge body of water. No water, water. No water, water. This is definitely a new way of walking your dog right here. People driving their dogs put the dog outside the car and they walk the dog as they drive their car.
Exactly.
I've never seen that. You can't make this stuff up, folks. You can't make it up. And of course, this is a one-lane road, so there's no way to get around them. So the dog takes precedence. It's all right, buddy. It's all right. Have yourself a walk. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. It's very windy and very hazy up here. And if you watch yesterday's vlog, I was way up there. That's where the Umbrella Rock is. It's like an old abandoned gas station. And check out this Coke machine. That is awesome. And then right next to that store is an old fireworks stand. And if you look in the windows, the fireworks are still inside. Do not light a match. That would not be good. Nice little spider right there. And this roof has definitely seen better days. It's about to cave in, I think. The old black cat poster describing what each fireworks would look like. Crazy that all those fireworks are still in there. When's the last time you think this place was open?
It's been closed at least 15 years, if not longer.
It's amazing that it's just sitting here and everything is still inside. Back behind this building is an old Skylift tourist attraction, basically, that would take you up the side of the mountain. This thing is awesome. So when you were younger, you rode this, right?
Oh, yes.
A younger you was inside here riding this cart. Here's chunks of the mechanisms, the wheels and the pulleys and whatnot, all just sitting here next to it. And there's the cable right there. You can see how it starts at the building, goes straight up the mountain. Oh yeah, this is cool. Very cool. All this machinery just sitting inside this building, not being used anymore. If you look closely right there above the trees, you can see the first tower. And then way farther up the mountain, there is another tower way up there that you really can't even really hike to. You could, but it would be quite treacherous. That's where this drone comes in handy. Pretty cool looking, right? You'll notice these rock formations leading up the side of the hill. Well, deep buried down in there are caves. And it's called Raccoon Mountain Caverns.
Crawl through this top little cross section and ended up through a 7-inch hole. So they were able to go around the rock through that to the other side, and they ended up having to blast a little pathway for us to walk through.
They put the dynamite right in there?
Yes, sir.
That's crazy right there.
We do have a fern growing naturally but unnaturally in this cave. And what I mean by that is we do have light, we do have water, and there's not supposed to be seeds or any stuff like that down here. So we actually bring it down here and that combination makes growth.
Oh yeah, there it is right there.
So sometimes we see possums down here, sometimes we see kitties, sometimes we see snakes, and it's just a random event. But above this formation right here, up into the back, we actually have a little hole, so animals will come down and leave their young ones behind.
They call this the iguana head?
The iguana head, yep.
You can kind of see it. It looks just like an iguana.
So I used to own an iguana, and my iguana used to eat about 50 crickets a week. And it was kind of pricey. I'd have to drive about 20 miles to get them. So I think it's kind of cool if you look really closely. There's a bunch of crickets on this guy.
Yeah, look. There are crickets right there. So this iguana has plenty of food.
Yeah, he's good.
He's a happy iguana. You could definitely smash your head on that thing.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure a lot of people have. Very low.
This is a reflection room. So I'm sure you're thinking it's really dry once again. Because normally this is actually filled up all the way to the top.
Very low ceilings there.
Comes down, brings down that calcium carbonate, and actually starts forming downwards.
That's like a little drip of water right there.
Yeah, you might get ready to drop.
Yeah, that's cool.
So those guys right there actually took about 20 to 40 years to grow right there. But that guy right there will drop, and so will that guy.
There he goes. He dropped. That's awesome.
Yep.
So it's pretty much growing like right before our eyes almost.
There hasn't been one falling anytime recently. But when they do start falling, supposedly they'll give you about a 5 days warning. So you'll hear cracking and popping before they fall. We call it the shield here at Raccoon Mountain. He calls it the plate. But all in all, this is just a super, super rare formation. There's only 60 of these and 60 caves in the United States.
It does look like a pig nose.
But if you look up, it does have one formation right up here.
Oh yeah.
So it goes down to the bottom. The top pinches and he comes back down.
Yeah, look at this guy. He looks just like an owl. That's cool. Woo. Woo. Oh yeah, look.
See our little cave salamander?
Can't really see it. Can you pull the light back just a little bit? There
Yeah.
you go. Yeah. That's cool.
You can actually
Cave salamander.
actually see him breathing.
That's cool.
So these guys have 4 little fingers, if you want to call them, and If they get hungry, they can eat their tail or they can eat somebody else's tail.
Whoa. Must be part of the Donner family. Look at that big monument right there.
I'm not gonna make
We're going straight. Oh, whoa, whoa.
We're okay.
Going off the road. Whoa. That was a close call.
Moccasin Bend. See those big buildings over there?
Yeah.
Federals were over there. They were locked down, so they brought, the Union guys came up on the other side of the mountain, came around here, came up the mountain, and then a big battle happened all around this property. That window's where the cistern is.
Yeah, that's cool. We're going into the shrubbery. We're going into the woods. Ah, some thorns through here. Whoa!
But we are not the knights who say neat.
Holy cow, look at this place. What was this?
This was the spring in the cold house for the Craven's house. Used to be that the spring would come out of the mountain, and there was wooden piping that would run over to the kitchen.
There's like a little cavern area inside this boulder. Little secret hiding spot. Crazy wrought iron door hinge there. Man, this is awesome. It's an old bird bath there. And you can go inside the rock.
Yep.
Wow, you can go, look at this. You can go inside the rock. There's a little stairwell leading down inside. So cool. There's bees in there?
There were, that's 3 years ago.
Wow, look at this. There's like a gargantuan rock in here. And look at the old nails where they would hang stuff there. What do you think they hung on those nails?
Probably curing meat.
This is probably maybe like a makeshift meat locker.
Maybe.
Definitely pretty cool to see little tunnel and passageways inside rocks. Someone has busted in the door. Look how cool this old door is. And you were saying there used to be a family crest above the fireplace?
Yep.
The name of the family that lived here were the Hardys, and they have designated the H right there on the side of the outside fireplace. And this is footage of when you went in the house about a year or two ago?
Yes, it is.
And what's the title of this video so people can search it?
Guild and Hardy Trail.
So just look up Guild and Hardy Trail and you can see what lies inside the house. Guild and Hardy Trail. Yeah, check out the inside of the house. Here's a very narrow passageway, and what you're looking at is the incline railroad that I went on yesterday goes right above where the car goes underneath. And if you're taller than 6 feet, you can't make it through here. Look at that. We are en route to where the very first miniature golf course open to the public in existence was. Right down this road. So just imagine in the 1920s, all through here, a miniature golf course with gnomes and people paying an admission fee and playing rounds of golf right here next to these rocks. So the main hole was right over in here?
Well, I mean, when I say main hole, it's the only one that, like, the whole piece of it's left.
Would have been right in this area.
On the other side of this rock where those bushes are growing.
Hole in one!
So you'd put up that way, and then the hole would be up at the other end.
Right up at the top. This is amazing. Lots of history right here. So somewhere in here would have been where the hole would have been. If you want to look it up, the name of the golf course was called Tom Thumb Golf Chattanooga. Just look it up and do your own Columbo-like research skills. It's pretty cool. If you look up old photos, you'll notice a lot of these rocks can be seen from back in the day with people standing around with their golf clubs right next to these. And I think I've matched up one of the photos. Look at this. This is the spot. Look at the rock formations. So right over here, they would have been standing. That's amazing. That picture's like 90 years old. That's insane to think about. Right there. So up at the top of this is a gnome footprint?
Right in front of you.
Oh, it's up here?
See it right to your left in the
Oh,
concrete?
it's right here. There they are, 2 footprints from one of the themed gnomes from the miniature golf course. Look at this. Little teeny tiny feet. That is amazing. And here's 2 more right here on top. Right there. So there was a series of gnomes up here in this cave theming, and if you look down, that's where the miniature golf course would have been. I was just walking out of Walmart, and these 2 guys are here hanging out in the parking lot, and you have an Adam the Woo hat, a Daily Woo hat, and you have the Adam the Woo shirt, the Where in the World is Adam the Woo, and you found me randomly just driving through the parking lot. Right. Pretty awesome. You guys want to say hey to the vlog? You just hit record. You got to hold the phone. Hold it like this. Grab it, and then just do like what would your intro be if you had a vlog?
I don't know what it would be, John.
Would it be the Daily Johnny?
So this is the Daily Johnny.
Say it. Start it.
It's a Daily Johnny.
Perfect. See, you're on your way. So keep an eye out. Keep an eye out for Johnny's vlog. It's gonna happen one day, right? One day. You're gonna be on YouTube. That truck has somehow impaled itself on the side of the building. How'd you manage to do that, truck? Well, there's an adult bookstore. I think they have books about adulthood in there. Some sort of old drive-through signage there. And then over here, it looks like it led into a restaurant of some sort, maybe like a Captain D's or a Long John Silver's. At least that's my educated guess. The day is winding down, and you know what that means. It means my time in Chattanooga has come to an end. Tomorrow, it is time to start moving on, carrying on the journey, continuing the adventure, not only in life, but also here on this vlog channel, the Daily Woo. And I must say, as always, a huge thank you for having a vested interest in my life. I do not know if I would be able to do this with the passion and the drive that I have without you in my corner and on my side. And for that, I am eternally grateful and humbled. And I must say, it is now time for Vlog Over.